Please welcome Boffo the Bear. How you doing, everybody? How are ya? Good to see you. Thanks for coming down. We have a very special night for you here at ComicConLA. The first ever Whose Voices Is It Anyway show, and the very special presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Toonie Award to the amazingly hilarious woman of 953 voices, Tress MacNeille. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. She deserves it. Beautiful. I'm thrilled to be hosting here tonight, but I gotta tell you, I almost did not make it here. I was down in Belize shooting Celebrity Temptation Island, and I got bit by a tick. Luckily, the host, Mark Wahlberg, bit my leg and sucked out the poison. Unluckily, that only works for snake bites. So now he's got rabies, and I'm under quarantine for Lyme disease. So I'm stuck in this hyperbaric chamber for a week, but it's cool. I got gummies and Netflix. I'll be fine. Tonight's show and award is all about the craft of cartoon voice acting. All the magic we love happens in booths like these. Radically bent writers and creators dream up funny stuff and write it down on paper. Then, the funniest people in the world bring those characters to life, causing milk to shoot out of noses all over the earth, and one time on Apollo 11. True story. Tonight, to honor Tress, 4 of her best pals will show us how cartoon characters are born. There's only differences tonight. There's no scripts, there's no writers, no creators, just these fantastic 4. So, we're gonna do what we call in the comedy business, bits, all right? For each bit, I'm gonna ask for some ideas from you people in the audience, and then you're gonna tell them to me. Is that real green hair, sir, in the middle? Or is that a wig on you? You, right there with the glasses and the green hair. Yeah, you. I can smell the trouble on you, my friend. All right, are you ready to start the show? All right. Here we go. From Dexter's Lab, welcome Candi Milo. From Futurama, it's LaMarr. Oh my God! It's the Hulk from Tatasciore at the end. And the smartest rodent around from Pinky and the Brain, it's Maurice LaMarche. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Now, every new cartoon that you've ever seen starts with a voice actor being shown a single picture of a new character. Then, it is up to people like these guys to invent a voice for it. We're gonna show you how that's done right now, all right? What we've done, we have a series of faces that these guys have never seen before. We're going to flash them on the big screen, and they're gonna make up voices for them. All right, assume the position, Phil. Go!
Hey, what are you looking at? I'm like a baby. But I'm from Texas, so I only eat baby things. Like baby cows, baby, fish, baby chickens. What? That's a problem for you? Vegans.
New one. What the?
Oh, hey, don't touch that! That's my nuts! I'm so sorry about that. Please, I just need to stick them in my mouth.
All right. Let's see Maurice's faces.
Oh my. Does this mustache make me look fat?
I said I do no nudity. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Cracker. I said the towels. The red towels make me.
Oh, LaMarche, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Fred. Show him how it's done.
I gotta tell you something. This ComicCon is really great fun. You guys look great. That's all. And, oh, okay. Yes, wow, breast near It's good to see you. Ribbon. Please use me wisely. Water is very important.
Fred Tatasciore. Last but not least, the beautiful and talented Candi Milo.
Let's go.
Let's see Candy's faces.
I'm looking for a man who's just super excited to have so many teeth. Anyway, I love. Can you tell me if my breath stinks? Because I don't have a nose. So does it stink? Does my breath stink? Tell me. I love my dog so much that I had it stuffed.
Yeah, I'm not really stuffed because I'm alive.
Candi Milo. Oh! I tell you what, they don't teach that in school, kids. You know why? School's for suckers! Make up voices with your friends and instead buy real estate. All right, now we're gonna move on to our first bit. CNN is reporting that you will soon be announcing your candidacy for President of the United States. And tonight, you have 30 seconds to reveal your main campaign promise. So, the brain is running for president. Folks, what would be his main campaign promise? Shout it out.
Yes, my friends. This is just a stepping stone to the White House. You think that I haven't already become President of the United States? You think that giant red-headed robot in the White House is a human being? No, my friends. It's just me. You know me. Nobody brains like me. I'm the best brain. Yes.
Wow. You ask anybody. No one brains better than Maurice. All right. You know what? Dexter is also running for president. What is Dexter's main platform, folks? What is it? Shout it out.
Funding.
Science funding.
Science funding. Oh, that's funny.
My fellow Americans, I would like to promise you that I, Dexter, boy genius, will fund all of science except for stupid girls named Didi. And we will use science and the help of the brain to take over the world and get rid of Mandar.
Thank you, Dexter. Thank you, Dexter.
All right, Phil.
The Green Lantern is also running for president. Folks, what is the Green Lantern's platform?
World peace.
Okay.
World peace.
So is he running for president or Miss America?
Is there a difference?
My fellow Earthlings, I'm here representing the Glowing Green Party. I am running on a platform of world peace, because with this ring, I will blow this world into pieces if you don't vote for me.
Oh, spelling is so important. All right, you know what? The crazy truth is any one of these lunatics will be better than the idiot that we have. All right. Oh boy, Hulk. I just heard that TMZ aired a horrible video of you doing something horrific. Audience, what did TMZ catch the Hulk doing?
Hulk? Ballet?
Yeah.
What was it?
I will incorporate both.
Okay.
So, I was caught doing ballet. I think it's a great art form. And I wear the tutu for balance. And when I leapt,
a little fart went out. And I'm sorry about the greater Reno area. I'm sorry, but I think it's good. I am going to be doing the Nut Smasher Suite later on. I hope you guys come by.
I can't even believe it, but something bad on TMZ about Granny. What could Granny have possibly done?
They said bribery, Boffo.
Bribery, okay.
Tweety and I were not bribing that officer. I was actually asking him for directions to Vegas, you see, because of my hot rod. It broke down, and I got to tell you, when Granny needs to gun the guns, Granny needs to gun the guns.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Granny. I tell you what, those TMZ guys, they're such jerks. They ruined my career 5 years ago. Not that I'm bitter. What they did is they snuck on set and they caught me blue-handed. I don't even think it was that bad. Here, take a look.
Absolutely not. This may be the most bombastic entrance that we've seen in a long time.
Are you kidding me? You have no fucking spine. What the hell? I hate show business. I hate all of you people. I hope you choke on your damn pizza, you son of a bitch. Lisa, get a can.
And I don't know that they're going to air this. I think it's really dicey for them.
What did TMZ catch Yosemite Sam doing, folks?
Tax fraud.
Tax fraud, sure.
Of course I got to do tax fraud. Not only that, the other fraud is I'm not even Yosemite Sam anymore. He is.
Well, we're both Yosemite Sam, and you know it.
I knew I liked the cut of your jib.
You look all right, too.
Yeah.
Right on.
Wait a second. Ooh, I hate Fred.
So now that I'm making my comeback here, I got a new talk show, and I need a sidekick. You know, like Johnny Carson had Ed McMahon, Jimmy Fallon has whoever he's got, I don't know. Marbo. I think you want to be my sidekick. Morbo, what possible talent, folks, could Morbo have that would make him a good sidekick for me?
Morbo knows how windmills work. Unlike the president.
They cause cancer, sure. All right, so maybe you're not the best sidekick, Morbo. You know what? I think someone with a real special talent. Samurai Jack. Folks, what would Samurai Jack's talent be?
Cutting sushi. Okay.
Yes, okay, yeah. You need that on a talk show.
You know, Boffo, I
Yes.
would be a strong ally for you
Why is that?
because I have the ability to cut raw fish. Although be careful, sometimes you eat that raw fish and it turns you into a fish head.
Thank you, Samurai Jack. You know, the right comedic sensibility to be the lick spittle on my celebrity talk show, it's a gift. And I'm not so sure that you have it. But I know who does. Darth Vader.
I've been living with the dark side for so long. I would like to explore the lighter side of comedy.
Okay.
Let me begin with a joke. A Zabrakian male is walking down the street, and a hooboo duck lands on his head and gets stuck in the horns. He goes to the doctor, and the doctor says, "How may I help you?" And the duck says, "Please, get this man off my ass." Some of
It's
you are not
funny in any
laughing.
galaxy.
Silence, Boffo. I find your lack of laughter disturbing.
I just saw my Twitter feed at Boffo the Bear, and I saw the real reason all of you guys are here at Comic-Con. You're announcing spin-offs from your regular shows. Hey, Chief, I understand you're getting a spin-off from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Audience, what is her new show about?
What's the new show about?
Well, I think if Cheese had a show, it would be about serial killers.
Sure.
Yeah, because I like cereal. Yeah, I like potatoes. Yeah, I like cereal. I like to start to kill cereal by eating all the Frosted Flakes. Then I like to kill another cereal by eating Captain Crunch. Then I like to kill another cereal by eating Cocoa Puffs. And that would be the end because there'd be no more cereal. And then, what? What did you say?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, Lucky Charms. It's lucky for me that you're in the front. Hi, I pooted. What?
Instagram is telling me that they're rebooting the Tasmanian Devil Show, but this time, Taz will be playing a serious, dramatic role. What would that be, folks? lawyer. A lawyer?
Guilty! Your Honor, I find this man wrong. Electric chair.
Now that is going to be a hit. You know who else is getting their own show? Hermes is leaving Futurama. He's getting his own show.
Well, it's about time.
What's the pitch for Hermes' show, audience? What is it?
It's a cooking show. And
What would you be
every
cooking?
week, I make a different kind of manwich. No, you think, oh, there's only one kind of manwich. No. When you chop that stuff up and you put the sauce in it, it can be made of anything. And this week, it's going to be made of herbs, if you know what I mean.
Folks, how about a big hand for our music? Laura Hall, our musical director, tickling the ivories over there. Give her a hand. Beautiful. Not that she needs a hand. Sounds like she's got 2 good ones already. I also like to thank my consultants, Julian Sarmiento, Josh O, Scott Brock, David Nussbaum, and Uncle Charlie Carbo. We love you. And of course, the sponsors of our show, Bear Essentials. Be a bear, don't smell like one. And Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. If strippers drink it, it must be good. And Papa John's. We're not racist anymore. And our final sponsor, Trojan Bearskin. Once you go bear, you always go there. Try this at home, folks, but just for now, be happy you were here with 20 of your favorite characters all packed into the tiny sacks of flesh and hilarity. One more time for Fred Tatasciore, Phil LaMarr, Maurice LaMarche, and Candi Milo. Remember, folks, what we do in these booths, it's magical. It's transformative. And a dumb fun way to work. Now, it is time to celebrate one of our very own. Tonight, ComicConLA is establishing a brand new award, the Toonie, to honor outstanding performance in the craft of voice acting. Why LA? Because the funniest cartoons in the world are all made right here by artists and actors, right? Right here, by artists and actors within 10 minutes of right here. Unless it's Friday, then it's 3 hours, but you get my idea. Tonight, we are honored to award our very first Lifetime Achievement Toonie Award to an amazing woman, Tress MacNeille. LA Comic-Con has donated $5,000 in Tress's name to a transformational local charity that is changing lives every day. And Tress would like you all to know that you can change lives too.
What happens if we actually believe in people? What happens if we see them not for their deficits, but for their strengths? There's no other place in the country that serves more gang members than Homeboy Industries. We're the largest gang reintegration program in the country. We open the doors for those that we would say have no chance of being served anywhere else. Case management, mental health, peer navigators, tattoo removal, the whole education department, including a partner high school to ensure people have a pathway to a high school diploma, and workforce development, which helps with career pathways and the last stages of our program. We're an employment first model, and so we want to plug in with a way to make a living and a life that provides sort of the relief that folks need. This idea of work on self and work, actually job training skills, come together in this beautiful way that creates identity. So we have Homegirl Cafe, Homeboy Bakery, Homeboy Silk Screen, Homeboy Farmers Markets, our newest venture, which is Homeboy Recycling.
I'm thankful for Homeboys because it gives me a sense of compassion, a new way to live, a new way of thinking,
I was given the opportunity to have space to value myself so that in turn I can value others.
It's a place where it has brought me back to myself.
Well, I'm thankful for Homeboys because they helped me get over a hurdle that I was struggling with to go back to school. Homeboy Industries taught me how to be a father.
The walking with each other that happens at Homeboy, that's the magic. It's about us sharing our humanity.
Homeboy is family.
Homeboy is opportunity.
A place where you could come and be yourself.
Home.
Togetherness.
Homeboys is redemption.
Homeboys is extraordinary. The family that I didn't have in my past.
Homeboys is paying it forward.
Homeboy is the way out.
Homeboy is a safe haven for me.
Homeboy Industries is holy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 8-time Emmy Award-winning voice director and recipient of the 2016 Fritz Award, Andrea Romano.
Well, hello. Thank you all for hanging out on a Friday night. We're here to talk about my darling friend, Tress. We won't have time for me to list all of her remarkable credits, and everyone can certainly IMDb, read it, and scroll, and scroll, and scroll, and scroll through the career of Tress MacNeil. Any of us can Google Tress's name and read her bio. And please note, when you do read her bio on Wikipedia, she was not born in Chicago. She's a Southern California gal through and through. So anybody who can fix that, anybody who knows how to get into Wikipedia, Southern California. You know, before I say more stuff, you want to watch some cartoons with Tress's voice in it? Come on, it'll be fun.
Congratulations, boys. You made it through another Taco Tuesday. Back in the bucket till next week. I prefer the modern thinking of Yolanda Yes.
What are you gonna do? Throw your diapers at us?
You're a cool customer, Marge. And we've got your back with everything from pre-sliced tomatoes to the homey needlepoint on the walls.
Nah, you best bring them back where from you got them.
I got it for our trip. 60% off at Marshall's.
Well, it is Christmas after all, the season of love and joy.
I don't care, Jonathan. We've got to crush the competition, and we've got to crush them now.
Not only that, but the Surgeon General has determined that smoking is a leading cause of lung cancer. Is it a leading cause, or should it be the leading cause?
Yes, Dr. Scratch and Sniff? Why don't you cute little kids follow me?
Since when do you put business before pleasure, Poopsie? Let's smoochy, smoochy.
22 hours and 3 minutes till you... Was that dry or fried, dear? Oh, dry, yes, all right. Underline 3 times, yes, you bet. Thank you for calling. Better cool your jets, Mrs. J. Your heart rate and blood pressure are both elevated to dangerous levels. I'll prepare the couch for you tonight, Mr. J.
I just made your apartment the official Eiffel Tower observation site. The first tour comes through tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. sharp. So make yourself useful and disappear for a while.
This is all your fault. If you hadn't wanted to play pirate, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Call me old-fashioned. But when my robot starts to squeak like an old screen door, well, that's when I reach for a can of Mom's old-fashioned robot oil.
Exolinguistics was my passion until I gave it up to go into the lucrative pot roast making field. Good thing you couldn't get a date.
Darn it, that's gonna need dry cleaning.
How do you fight these guys when smashing them only makes more of them? Dude, I'm totally out of filth. I can't even leave nasty, sticky little fingerprints anymore.
Don't tell me the little pig boy stopped believing.
This whole thing. I only wear it when I don't care how I look.
Well, George and I have a unique relationship. We watch TV together.
No, it's asephacy.
Milk, cream, cheese, it's all me. And I don't see a nickel. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat.
Oh, thank you for stopping, young man. Sonny,
At my age, you gotta be careful of those G-forces.
I don't see what the problem is. It's what you wanted, isn't it, Mr. Perfect Dog?
I recognize that wonderfully sour demeanor. Great Gatsby, you're Mr. Julius, the world-famous dog trainer. My goodness, haven't we come far enough to stop using that horrid term?
Silence! The lion is so reckless now, he'll lead them anywhere, even to Popland.
Come on over here, you big lug, you. Well, what about you, Rover? Don't you miss show business?
Now, this is called a Lady Baltimore cake. At my age, I don't have much saliva left, so you'll have to lick my thumb before I can turn the page.
Oh, can I just turn the page for you?
No!
I heard that reel was actually 17 minutes long before they cut it down to that short 4 minutes. I could have watched 17 minutes of Tress MacNeille. There are only a handful of female voice actors who are known universally by name. They're so well known, in fact, that in the animation world, they're known by a single name. June, Joni, Rusi, Tress. All the accolades we could heap on this actress would only embarrass her. Multiple Emmy and Annie noms, many BTVA nominations and wins, but Tress doesn't require recognition to connect with her talent. I recall her commenting to an actor years ago who was complaining that voice actors weren't getting the same recognition that on-camera actors of the same caliber were getting. And I remember her schooling this actor and saying, voice actors are recognized with small rectangular pieces of green paper with presidents' faces on them. Tress graduated DJ school in 1977. I first got to know her shortly after that when she was an assistant at Bob Lloyd's Voice Caster. I was a voice agent's assistant at the time. And to give you an idea of what time this was, we had only just been granted the right to be called assistants rather than secretaries. So we're talking early 80s. Tress's career blossomed during this time. I feel pretty comfortable calling this one of the golden ages of animation. I don't know if you're allowed to have more than one golden age of a certain thing, but animation, I think, does. Don Messick and Dawes Butler and Mel Blanc and June Foray, they ruled the first golden age of animation. The second golden age was driven more by financial gain. That was when cartoon studios decided to make 22-minute commercials for toys. It happened. And the time I want to speak about is more about when cartoons were not just available on weekday afternoons and Saturday mornings. This is the mid to late 80s, when TV animation divisions were being created from feature animation studios. Tress voiced major characters in several of the first projects for many of these powerhouse, soon-to-be powerhouse studios. I had the pleasure and the challenge of directing about half of the Chip 'n Dale Rescue Ranger episodes for the newly formed Disney TV Animation. I think this is the first series that I directed Tress in. And because this is a Comic-Con audience, I want to take just 1 second to tell you about how that show was recorded. We would rehearse the entire cast in ensemble, the way I like to work, and then we would record all of the actors except for Tress, who voiced Chip, I think that's right, and Corey Burton, who voiced Dale and Zipper. And we would, because we had no electronic assistance at this time, we would slow the reel-to-reel tape down 50%, record the actors acting like this, bring the tape back up to speed so it would have that chipmunky tone, make sure we had clarity that the lines made sense, and repeat the whole process for any pickups that were necessary. What was amazing to me, the precision and the patience that this process took was astounding to me. And Tress never lost her energy, never lost her enthusiasm. Her first take was as stunning and brilliant as the one that she did 3 hours later when we all were exhausted, everybody but Tress. I had the great good fortune to cast Tress in Tiny Toon Adventures at the brand new Warner Brothers TV animation division, and then Animaniacs. Oh my, how fun. Tress's experience as a groundling came in handy when she would ad-lib lots of comments from the characters, a lot that you saw. Dot Warner, Hello Nurse, Miss Flamel, Frau Hassenpfeffer, just to name a few. And many of these ad-libs were they actually passed the censor's notes and actually made it into the cartoons. And better yet, Tress voiced the censor when we put her in the cartoon. And then when Pinky and the Brain spun off from Animaniacs, I knew we needed Tress's involvement. It was key to maintaining the style and the quality that our audience had become familiar with. A little known fact, Tress is the only actress to have major roles in 3 Warner Brothers series executive produced by Steven Spielberg: Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, Freakazoid. Pretty awesome. One of the Warner Brothers brothers, the voice of Wacko Warner, Jess Harnell, wanted very much to be here tonight, but he couldn't. But we have this.
Hello, Teresa. It's your little brother, Jess Harnell, a.k.a. Wacko. And first of all, I have to say how sorry I am truly that I can't be there with you tonight. I would have loved to have been there. But I did want to send this message and just say a couple quick things. The first of which is that when we began doing Animaniacs, it was myself and Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche and a ton of guest stars, some of the greatest voice actors in the galaxy. And we would fill in all the male voices. For the female voices, we had Tress. Basically, every Animaniacs cartoon that was Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, Tress did all the girls. And I remember thinking, wow, that's very impressive. And sure enough, it was, and it still is. And I got to tell you also how happy I am for our friendship all these years. You know, when Animaniacs ended its first run, we stayed in touch. We continued to work together. We continued to love each other. And we've done so many things since then. And I have to tell you, I'm very fond of counting my blessings. And it is a rare moment. I mean, even in life when you go to work and you can make a friend, that's a great thing. But when you can go to work and make a sister, that's even better. And that's what I got to do. And I love you, and you are remarkable, and you are fantastic, and your talent is only exceeded by your heart. And I miss you. I'll see you soon, my sister. I love you. See ya. Greetings from the water tower. Bye-bye.
Jess, sweet Jess. As Tress and I worked together over the years, we got to know a lot about each other. We're both from very large families. We both have 7 siblings. Tress voiced Lucille Ball for Al Yankovic's first album. My husband, Rogerio Nogueira, did the artwork for Al's first album. We both enjoy gardening. I watched Tress gather seeds from every studio that had landscaping. And I still wonder if that coral tree seed ever did grow. She'll have to tell me later. We were known to enjoy sushi and the occasional sake. Okay, truth be told, throughout most of the 1990s, on most Thursday nights, we could be found at our favorite Hollywood sushi bar, Sushi Ike, eating copious amounts of sushi and considerable amounts of sake, and then check with each other on Friday mornings to see who was more crispy. Tress's dad was a dentist. Her mom was a remarkable homemaker with a real command of the English language. I'm going to do that again. Take 2. Tress's dad was a dentist. Her mom had a remarkable, again, take 3. Damn it. And I'm reading it too. Tress's dad was a dentist. Her mom, a remarkable homemaker with a real command of the English language. Thank you. Thank you. Which essentially means that Tress could flash you the most dazzling smile while correcting your grammar, which she often did. Do I even need to mention her work on The Simpsons? Every single voice she does is wonderful. The crazy cat lady will always be one of my personal favorites. Her classic voice work as Daisy Duck for Disney, the many impressions she mastered, her singing in character, frighteningly talented. There's so much to admire in this woman in addition to her amazing talent, her devotion to her family, her loyalty to her agents, her love of her friends, her appreciation at finding love with Mike, a man she has chosen to share her life with. Mike, you lucky duck. Tress was there at the very beginning of my career, and by pure chance, as luck would have it, recorded the last line of the last session I directed before I retired. Tress's character of Roz in DreamWorks' The Adventures of Puss in Boots, the final line was, Well, I guess this is really goodbye. And don't worry, there's no last job. 'Cause how could we ever top this? Amen, sister. Amen. My darling Tress, you are receiving this award because you are awesome in the true sense of the word. You inspire awe. Ladies and gentlemen, well, let's see, hold on. Am I to do this now? I think so, yes. May I do this now? Yes? Yes? Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, I am honored to present the 2019 Lifetime Achievement Toonie Award to Tress MacNeille.
Oh, wow. This is what it looks like. Wow. Huh? Wow, that is awesome. Oh, I can see myself. Oh. Oh, wow, that is gorgeous. Wow. Oh. Oh, yes, please. Yes. Well, I feel much better now. Much better. You see? That's all it took. I might even shut up for a couple minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, my other sister. Is she great or what? A real icon. Andrea Romano, my God. Well, I'm going to read it all because I'm a voice actor and so I'm never off book. It's one of the beauty parts. I am thrilled to be the recipient of the very first Toonie Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm really too stoked to serve, really and truly. I'm pleased as punch, as Hubert Humphrey might have said. Of course, there are many other wonderful things he might have said. Too many, far too many. But on with the thanking. I would like to thank Chris DeMoulin, the LACC CEO, the president of this here comic convention, Candi Milo, and Mark DiCarlo for helping make this award and ceremony possible. I'm going to get you that $20, Candi. All right, I swear you know I'm good for it. Okay. I'd like to thank my mentor, Bob Lloyd. I'm forever in his debt. To my agents/champions. Now I'm gonna choke up. To my agents/champions/guardian angels/besties, Rita Minari, Cynthia McLean, and Mary Ellen Lord. To everyone at SBV Talent, thank you 1 gazillion. Plus 10%, naturally. To my fellow voice actors, my chosen family, I'm kind of in love with every single one of you. It's really, really weird. You know, I love them. To the creators, producers, and writers who have put their trust in me and allowed me to grow and thrive, get better, improve. Oh my God, I've really improved a lot. Don't you think I got better? Yeah, I got better. She said I would. Thank you so much for allowing me that. My special gratitude goes to the Groundlings and to all my fabulous voice directors. What can I say? No, really, you should tell me what to say because I really am never sure about these things. Laura was going to give me a rim shot. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do know, however, what to say to my brand spanking new husband, Mike Milliken. I'm going to point fingers. Where is he? Hi, baby. Thank you for helping make this life so wonderful and worthwhile. I love you. And with that, I bid you
good night, everybody.
Maurice LaMarche.
Wait a second. There is, you've heard from one of your animation brothers up on the screen.
Is the shy one still outstanding?
The shy one actually has a message for you up on the screen as well. Yes.
Oh, let's watch.
That wacko guy.
Don't look in the back
who
of my
I
head.
also know as Pinky.
Oh, it's shining.
I had this dear girlfriend named Tress, and frankly, most times, she's a mess. But her work ethic and heart set her miles apart. And among us, She's simply the best. Hey, baby, how are you? Is Tress there? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to Mike. Tress, forgive me, busted. Hey, honey, I'm so sorry I'm not there. I'm the Grand Marshal at the Boredom Festival this weekend in Brea. So if you're done early, come on out to Brea and fall asleep with the rest of us. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to be funny anymore because I can't. This is a very, sorry, solemn moment. Oh, come on. You know how much we love you. And I don't mean the royal we. All of us, the people in that room, the people who have a pulse, Tress, love you. I don't know that I could have picked a better sister in addition to the two I have naturally than you, sweet Tress. I am so proud of you. And thank you, Mark and Candi and all the other people involved in this for putting this together, because they ain't no one, I mean no one, deserves this more than you, Tressa. I love you. I'm so glad that your life is going so perfectly well, because you sure deserve it. Take care, sweetheart, and thank you for letting me be serious. I did it again. Okay, love you guys.
Hey! Hold on, everybody. I got great news. The president of show business just called and DM'd me, actually. He's been watching our live stream and has just greenlit a new cartoon show starring our entire cast. He just needs a new title. We need a title for this new cartoon show. Audience, what should it be? Legends. All right, so we got a show, we got a title. All we need is a theme song. Laura, take it away.
I am legend, I say in the mirror. I am legend, I'm legend, I'm legend. And we are all legends.
When you have people with this talent, like that lady named Tress, there's nobody that can touch them. They're simply the best. Tress is a legend. I love Tress. I know what it means to be a legend. I want to be on this show. Gold Legends. And then I'll quit after 5 episodes and be recast with a legendary impression.
That was our show, folks. Thanks for supporting Tress, the artistry of animation and comedy. I'm Boffo the Bear. You gotta love me. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.